Yo, top billing to ya, Dog Nation. In addition to subscribing to this channel, join me at www.patreon.com/committedtotheg for exclusive film studies, recruiting chatter, and a sick-ass weekly podcast dedicated to your future natty winners, the Georgia Bulldogs. Only $5 a month lets you leave them sissies and nerds behind and join your boy on this movement. Let's go.
Top Billin.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, top billing finally here. 93K day. Get to see what them 2019 dogs is looking like, right? Respect the G code. I ain't got to tell y'all like I tell other fan bases, but obviously this is not a highlight channel. You want highlights? Take that ass to a highlight channel. This is film study, just like when we played, paused and rewound ad nauseum. No full plays. All right, so I wanted to see what the dogs will open up with on offense under your man James Coley. And if we look here at the formation, 11 personnel, you would say semi-tight splits, got a little bit of a number split here, but nothing out of the ordinary right here. To be honest with you, if you're looking at this and you watch this game, it looks very much like what Jim Chaney was running, which actually makes me happy because it is a bit of continuity in that aspect. But this is kind of an RPO read right here. I wonder if they were reading the potential overhang defender right here. You can see the run blocking from the dogs right here is looking like it was going to be kind of a just inside zone kind of work right here. But I want to know if maybe they were reading, if Fromm was reading right here and see if he would crash down. Then maybe he would throw out here to the slot defender. But he ends up giving the ball to that freak. You already know what his name is. That'll be one Philly Flyer, DeAndre Swift. Hands it off to him, and that bad boy makes something out of nothing. Look at the jump cut, man. Just the ability just to find space, and then his 0 to 60 is nasty. Once he sticks that foot in the ground, man, forget about it. But you can see the perimeter block right here. It's probably, I would imagine, Holloman right here and Tyler Simmons on the block. Man, somebody told me they would take Travis Etienne over DeAndre Swift. Man, what? Man, don't get me wrong, Clemson Tiger Nation, you know I love Travis Etienne, but are you smoking rocks? DeAndre Swift is the best in the country, man. We see him doing this little thing right here. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I wanted to see what happened with my man, the general, on this particular interception with J.J. Holloman going against Eric Stokes. It was very exciting to see. I told you Eric Stokes is the most talented player on the defense. I know the defense has 32 5-stars on it, and it's the least heralded player on the defense that's the best player on the defense. Outside of another unheralded player, that would be one J.R. Reed. But check this out right here. You're going to have kind of a levels concept. I believe you're going to have kind of a tables route going right here by DeAndre Swift. Looks like a little bit of a clear out route here by the X receiver. And I think you have Charlie Warner right here on an out route, right? And then you'll have, I want to say, your inside receiver running. Looks what kind of like a dig. It kind of rounds it off, probably just a shallow cross. But then you have a backside slant coming right here with Holloman. I think he slips coming out of break, coming out of his transition right here, which kind of throws the timing off of this route right here. He slips and then tries to regain, and by that time, Eric Stokes has leverage on it. So it was a good play by Eric Stokes. We see the general right here does a great job. He doesn't necessarily stare it down right away, and he did a great job all game, man, about going through his progressions. We'll actually get to that probably next right here. So right now, he sees Kyrus Jackson here in the slot. You got somebody bearing down underneath. This is probably a good play, but look at Holloman. It looked like he slipped. So when he's coming out of his transition right here, look at that. Yeah, he slips. So that throws off the timing of that. So when people looking at box score, they'll say interception. They're like, oh, that boy Jake Fromm, he sucks. We got to get Justin Fields back. But no, check it out right here. He slipped. That throws off the timing of the play. But Holloman could have did a good job of kind of coming towards the ball. That's what I always used to do no matter what. I would always come back towards the ball and try to shield the defender right there. But he kind of sticks his hands out and is waiting for it to come. I would go and attack the ball. You see Stokes does a great job of attacking the ball. I think Stokes is the best cornerback in the conference now that Greedy Williams is gone too, to be honest with you. So, boom, Stokes or A.J. Terrell. Those are my two picks right there. So, great job right here. Oh, nasty. But this is a fight for the ball. Tie goes to the runner usually if they would have stopped this right here. But Stokes fights for the ball. Boom. Pick 6. Eric Stokes, fastest guy on the team probably, and the best player on the defense. What is he, 2-3 star? Coach him up. All right, let's get into a little bit of the run game right here. Kind of got like a freeze draw thing going on with Brian Harrion. You know, people was like, even New York cast was hitting me up. They was like, yo, Dunn, what we going through without Trey Sanders? I'm like, man, you're just going to get the ball to Brian Harrion and be happy about it. I think this kid's going to have a very big complimentary year behind your man, Philly Flyer, DeAndre Swift. Now check this out right here. Boom. Look at this. Look at the vision. Be able to see this right there, stick that foot in the ground. What I love about Georgia, man, is everybody's willingness to block. People downfield blocking right here on Jermaine Johnson. You got Holloman, who's a very good blocker. Tyler Simmons. Charlie Warner is a very good blocker. Now, you want to know why these guys can run the ball so well? Then you got your boy Richard LeCount here. He got 32 pounds bigger in his mind. No disrespect to Richard LeCount. I love you, Richard LeCount. You're my boy. You're my icon on my Patreon site right there. But your angles are still kind of poor right here. Now check this out right here. Where is he going right there? Still missing. Look at that. Got to get on for the ride right there, man. We got to get better with that, Richard. But you're going to do your thing, baby. But check this out. Your boy stick that foot in the ground. Brian Harrion, man, he gets it in, no doubt. Really excited to see what he does this year. I love guys who are program guys that stay to the end and then they get their chance at the end. Watch you have a big year. All right, here we go again with the same kind of play with the pass tag on the back of the run card right there. You see, I believe Kyrus Jackson right here on the peel out. But check this out right here. Watch Jermaine Johnson and watch the Philly Flyer right here. This is why this kid is special, man. Even in little small ass close quarters. Look at this. There's no room there. How does he know that this is about to happen? Look at this. Oh, he muscle relaxed him. Oh, he had Jermaine with the muscle relaxer, man. Gotta say it, Jermaine. You gonna sleep good tonight, bro. Got hit with the muscle relaxer. Look at him, man. What a special player, man. You better enjoy this guy. This is his last year in Athens for sure. I said in our group chat, speaking of, make sure you're on patreon.com. You want the real stuff. You know, I'm only going to give you a little bit of fluff stuff here on the YouTube channel. Patreon.com/committed to the G is the place to get all the real exclusive film analysis. So make sure you're there. But I remarked that, man, I will watch these guys one-on-one on the pay-per-view. Stokes versus Holloman. This is some high-level stuff right here. These guys went at it all game. Look at Holloman, man. Look at the catch radius of this guy. Tried to tell y'all last year he was one of the biggest freaks out there. You talk about a size, speed, physicality ratio like Paris Campbell was at Ohio State. So Paris Campbell is going. It might be Holloman time. Almost gets it, but Stokes is always in phase, man. Enough to make a play on the ball, or at least enough to kind of impede your vision or something like that, man. But high-level stuff from these guys all game long. You know what? We got to give props to one, Stetson Bennett. I was extremely happy when Stetson Bennett came back around. I like watching him at the junior college level. And I like watching him in the spring game and the previous. He just looks the part. I like the number 13 better than the 22 too. So that looks pretty good. But man, Stetson's coming back with some new wrinkles to his game. Look at him going through his progressions. And I'll say it. I think as a backup quarterback, this is the kind of perfect guy, even over a guy like Justin Fields. He come in and run the offense just extremely efficient, man. Look at the anticipatory throw right here to my boy Trey Blunt. Shout out to Trey Blunt, man. That was my guy when he was back in high school, man. Good to see him getting some shine. Hopefully he gets some shine in the regular season. But Trey Blunt beating Tyreek Stevenson. Trey Blunt was abusing Tyreek Stevenson all day, too. Shout out to Trey Blunt. But shout outs to the mailman. So if y'all really looked at the intricacies of the offense, it doesn't look any different than when Jim Chaney was running it. A lot of the same formations and setups and everything like that. One of the variations that I see or differences that I see is definitely a willingness to get the ball to the running back in the passing game. So it's pretty dope right here. You get the ball to DeAndre Swift and let him do his thing right there. I think he's going ham. But if you look at it, 11 personnel, got Charlie Warner, I believe, right here in the slot. So being able to slot that bad boy out, make it look like 10 personnel, almost kind of like a motion to empty, but you see the halfback swing right there, being able to get a little bit of leverage out there. So you see Charlie Warner 2-on-2 pretty much out there with your physical receivers and blockers right there. So that's always pretty good. You did see a little bit of a difference when DeJuan Mathis was in the game. They went pretty much exclusively 11 personnel, but you would see them getting him out on the perimeter a lot too. So I like that. You get what looks really amounts to kind of a zone read. You got the what's going to look like a split zone, but I believe they're reading Brenton Cox right here. But you're going to have Charlie Werner coming around right here, almost like on a buff block, and then he gets upfield and blocks for DeJuan Mathis. Just get him out on the perimeter. So good to see that athleticism in the Georgia quarterback room as well. So DeJuan Mathis overall, he had an up and down day, man, but you can see flashes of potential there, even with him throwing the ball as well. But him catching that touchdown pass, that was pretty dope as well. All right, so you're just going to have a bunch of stick routes right here by DeJuan Mathis, 3rd and 6, just move past the sticks, everybody stop, and you find the open guy. So I just want to look at his mechanics right now since he's been under the tutelage of James Coley. Let's look at the pull. Very tall and thin guy, definitely. See the crossover steps right there. It doesn't necessarily point and anchor. Kind of keeps a bounce in his foot. It almost looks like he could be ready to throw or ready to run. But see the power right here. Point and shoot foot and the anchor foot. Doesn't really step towards the throw. Almost kind of a all upper than really getting some stuff into it. And these type of passes get picked off if you don't put enough mustard on it. So let's look at the arm break, where the hand breaks away from the ball, and then the motion. It's kind of an elongated motion. You see he brings it, whips it all the way around, and then Cox. You got to see how the kid Tayson Pumachang at Clemson throws the ball. It's kind of like a slingshot, but this one kind of whips all the way around, so it's probably more of a telegraph pass there. As you can see, Tyreek Stevenson was all on it right there, but not enough. Trey Blunt with those strong hands was able to move the chain. So overall, good play. Could be a little bit better, but I like it. All right, so we joined this one already in progress. When you see Philly Flyer with the ball in a one-on-one situation, you pretty much know what's going to happen, bro. Somebody's going to get hit with the muscle relaxer. In this case, it's Mark Webb. He got hit with the muscle relaxer. His muscle relaxer is so smooth, too. Look at him just stick the foot in the ground. But I like getting the ball to Swift a whole bunch of times out of the backfield, like David Johnson or Alvin Kamara, one of these guys. It'll get the efficiency of their offense up, and you'll see your man hovering around a 70% completion percentage, Jake Fromm. So muscle relax them, let him do his thing, man. I feel bad for people when they have to try to tackle that guy one-on-one. Oh, yeah. Mark Webb, he'll sleep good tonight. All right, 3rd and 3, quick curl. We see that one-on-one battle again right here. Looking like Errol Spence if he fought Terrence Crawford or something like that in boxing. Now check it out right here. See, right there at the moment of truth. The moment of truth right here is about who's going to fight back to this ball right here. So they're both in position to make a play right there. This time, Holloman gets to it. Strong hands, clutches it, but Stokes is all over him. Stokes is rarely not in position to make the play if he doesn't actually make the play. All right, got a pretty good one right here by Stetson Bennett stepping up in the pocket. You have the inside receiver right here who's actually a tight end. I think this is John Fitzpatrick. He'll be on a wheel route. You have your outside receiver. He'll come through right here and then pretty much ride the numbers, right? So him getting vertical like that, he gets matched up on DJ Daniel. And Daniel had a tough day. And he had a lot of action today and very few. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 plays. But look at Stetson Bennett right here. Eyes upfield, filling the pocket. Great pocket feel. People bearing down on him right there. But look, man, just kind of a jump throw, and he's able to get enough mustard on it. His arm strength is improved. Get the ball to Matt Landers, who's everybody's waiting to see become a big-time Z receiver who can get the ball downfield. But you see DJ Daniel not in phase right here. I think it's Chris Smith coming over on the help at the safety position, and he splits the 2 defenders. All right, here's what I like to see from the young boys right there. You got Lewis Seen right here running that alley. You know what the alley is, right here to about right here. You need to come down. This is your home right here. Nobody should be able to get through right there. So look at my man coming with a nice punishing tackle. I'm not sure who that is at running back, but ooh, look at that. Got Adam Anderson right here fighting on the edge right here. I think he's going against Jamari Sawyer, who should not be at right tackle. But seen coming down in the alley. Ooh, head on the outside, hands around the waist, the buttocks area. Wrap and drive. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Both arms are around him. Have we ever seen that besides J.R. Reed at the safety position? Great tackle, Lewis seen. Really good tackle, man. All right, a little razzle-dazzle here. For some odd reason, these three guys ended up on the red team, and people were calling like the other team, the first team. I see in no uncertain terms that these three guys should actually be your starters. Oh, Tyler Clark. I'll put Tyler Clark in there in the rotation right there. But these are your three main guys right here, and they're on the red team. So that makes it a little bit difficult on that second team offensive line. But you see Jordan Davis right here. But look, Malik Herring, man. Him and Stokes may be the best players on the defense. Malik Herring doing this thing right there, getting up, kind of breaking this up right there. It was almost pretty much done right there. But Matt Landers gets the reverse. Good throw right here. Probably with a guy. What is Coach Smart doing right here? He knew. He's like, what the heck is going on? He's like, oh, touchdown. Look at that. Throwing a little wobbler, but my man's wide open. Caught that bad boy. Hopefully he stays at the quarterback position because he looks extremely fluid on this bad boy. He's looking a little bit better than even Matt Landers was looking, but it is what it is, man. So overall, man, it is what it is. It was a practice. You could tell it looked like a practice to me. A lot of stuff was discombobulated, but they're working on stuff. So we shouldn't take the spring game so serious. They did a good job of getting Jake Fromm in there for just a little bit and let the other guys take over because they're going to need to work. We already know what the general brings, right? So all in all, man, all I see is nothing but talent for the Georgia Bulldogs. And both teams were loaded, even people on the second team, nothing but 5 stars on what people would consider the rotational or the second team. There's no excuse for Georgia this season. You need to be in the playoffs and you need to be right there in the national championship game going against Clemson or whomever makes it right there. And there's no excuses. If you don't win it this year, you need to start looking at certain people out there on the coaching staff and different stuff like that because Georgia has what it takes right now to win the national championship. It has no weaknesses anywhere. There's talent everywhere. It's the quality depth on Georgia is insane. Georgia, Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, all these teams have recruited at an extremely high level. LSU as well. And there's no excuses. Michigan, I like Michigan, what they're doing this year as well. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's more to football than just talent. And it's about execution. It's about scheme. So a lot of new coaches there. But we'll see what it's about. But it's your boy, the Underground King Murf. Check with me at patreon.com/committed to the G to get that real stuff. We're going to be breaking this bad boy down a whole bunch of different ways. So I like to get into a little bit of Stetson Bennett and DeJuan Mathis study because you just never know. Hopefully nothing happens to the general, but I like what I saw from Stetson Bennett as a backup, and DeJuan Mathis as kind of your developmental player. So I think that quarterback room will be a lot more harmonious this year, and maybe that'll lead to a lot more continuity and just a harmonious behavior amongst the team. So respect the G code. You already know what it is. Your boy Murf, the Underground King. Thank you for watching, and peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.